What else we talking about, my boys?
I mean,
another sports thing, the LeBron thing.
Yeah.
The foul.
Wild.
Is that as annoying to everybody else as it is to me?
Well, can you explain?
What part of it's annoying to you?
Yeah, explain
So LeBron,
the situation and then explain why you find it.
So the Lakers
or the reaction to it.
Yeah, the Lakers are playing the Celtics. It's a regular season game. It's not that meaningful. I think the game is tied at the end of the fourth quarter. And LeBron is driving for a layup. He clearly gets fouled. They don't call it. He flips the fuck out, melts down. They're complaining about it after the game. Patrick Beverley, which this is very funny, but he like grabs a camera and shows it to a ref before overtime and shows them that they missed a foul, and then he gets a technical called on him.
The greatest tech
Which
of all
is
time.
super funny.
Awesome
That's
tech.
super funny. God bless him. But then Anthony,
100%. There's no way that picture's even taken.
yeah, Anthony.
Guarantee he's just pointing at a blank screen.
1,000%. Anthony Davis is complaining afterward that we're getting screwed over, blah blah blah, and. First of all, LeBron travels before he gets fouled.
They all travel.
It's like 4 steps. It's a lot. So if we want to be so technical about it, but also you're in 11th place out of 12.
Yeah.
Which means you're not even in. You know, the NBA has a play-in game to be the last seed in the playoffs. They're not even in that. So to act like this is injustice that's costing us the season, you've sucked all year. LeBron went to the Lakers. I said this when he went to the Lakers. He's calling it in terms of getting more championships. He got 1. I'm surprised. That's it. He's not getting any more. You made this decision. The team's not good. For us to make such a big deal about an 11th place team getting a bad call is just so fucking annoying.
But
Wait,
he's not-
LeBron won a championship with the Lakers?
Yeah, during the pandemic.
Yeah, the COVID one, bubble.
Oh, the bubble joint.
Yeah.
Was with the Lakers.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
So he got his.
When you're in this game and like you're losing, you're like, hey, I'm about to put it all on the line for my team. He put up like how many points this game? Like something crazy?
I think
like
it's
he's
61 or something.
He's putting the whole team on his back at 40 years old. He's like, yo, I'm gonna do it. And in the last minute, you have a chance to win it for your team. You're not thinking of the grand scheme. Like, yeah, you could be thinking full perspective and be like, you know what, basketball doesn't really matter in the long run anyway. But no, he's playing and he's like, I have a chance to win it for my team.
Oh, no. Akash's not reacting to LeBron's reaction. He's reacting to the internet's reaction.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were
And
saying
everyone-
LeBron.
He should be upset. He should be furious.
I
Like,
completely understand
I
his
think
reaction.
this is a little melodramatic,
I
to be
think that was a
honest,
bit
but
much.
I
Of
understand
course.
being upset and complaining. After the game, you're complaining. If one player after the game was like, yo, it's also on us for being the 11th fucking seed and not even really sniffing the playoffs at all.
That makes sense.
I would be like, okay, you had time to calm down. Like, even that guy, you saw the Bengals game, that one player hit Patrick Mahomes out of bounds.
Osai.
And that's how they got their field goal, Joseph Osai. In the locker room, on their way in, one of his teammates is like, yo, he's not even that good. He's not going to be here next year. Fuming, mad. He apologized afterward. It's a shitty thing to do, but in the heat of the moment, you're upset, whatever, you calm down, then you be reasonable. They still haven't calmed down. They're still talking about this. The internet, the Lakers, all they have to get over this shit.
But don't you feel like there's a pattern though? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you.
No, I just said lately they have been saying that they're getting a bunch of bad calls and that's why they're losing games.
Okay, but you're also the Lakers, so historically, you've gotten a lot of good calls. You probably have championships that you should not have.
But if you're
Nobody
used
counts
to
it.
exactly,
Hold on a second.
if you're used to getting good calls,
Like, nobody
then-
goes, you know what, we've gotten a lot of good calls. We deserve some bad ones now.
Sure, that's fine, but the fan reaction, I hear Lakers fans being like, this is rigged. It's rigged to keep the Lakers
trusting
out.
the emotional reaction for Lakers fans?
Eventually I hear Cowboys fans do it. Eventually you calm down, right? Cowboys fans are like, the league is rigged. Really, you think they want the Dallas Cowboys out of the playoffs?
Yeah.
Do you think the NFL who cares about money over everything, is like, let's take the most valuable team on earth, knock them out. For what? Same with the Lakers. Calls are going to generally go in your favor as the Lakers. You got a bunch of bad calls recently. Okay, you still are the 11th seed. Those good calls go your way, you're what, 9th? Okay, big deal. Like, it's just shut the fuck up with all this. And the internet making such a big deal about it a week later is crazy to me. I don't know if I've ever seen a regular season game get responded to like this, ever.
That's a good point. Yeah, I thought it was like a playoff. I was looking it up. I was like, what is happening?
I think this is just frustration. It's like their team sucks. They know their team sucks. And then here's an easy opportunity for them to act like the world is against them. You know,
Fair.
and I think that's just really what it is. Like, hey, let me just funnel all my frustration for the fact that like LeBron is having an incredible season, but he's not at the point where he can make his teammates as good as he used to.
Yeah.
And I think that's just the reality. Like, there was a time where LeBron took bums to the finals. His first finals with the Cavs, do you
Yes.
remember that?
Yeah.
And his last finals with the Cavs. Bums.
I mean, like, so something has happened where he can still throw up 46 points, completely dominant on the offensive end. probably get triple doubles no problem, but he can't make the other guys as good as he used to.
Yeah.
And I think this happened even to Kobe later in his career. It happens to guys where they can still get the buckets, but they can't make the other guys as
Kind of
good.
similar to what's happening to Brady in the NFL. He's still really fucking good, but he can't just elevate the Bucks by himself.
Yeah.
And again, football, it's harder. There's more players,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
he used to kind of just elevate the team. We're gonna do well. We're gonna be above 500 at least with me. And now he can't quite do that. And LeBron is in the same place. You've slipped a little bit. You're good.
I just
That
think
was for a game win or two. With
for a season, for a vet like LeBron, like you're doing too much.
Yes.
That's too much.
And you're 40.
That's too much.
I mean,
What, like at the end of the game?
No, no.
game,
After
win
this
it.
call, like he
way he
stood
reacted?
on the ground for a while. Like
Yeah.
I'm in so disbelief, I can't even like stand up. Like
I get the frustration.
no,
I
no,
completely
no, no,
understand.
no. Like
I think he's milking it.
you don't act like
This
that.
is
Come
like-
on, son.
Maybe you shouldn't, but like anyone that doesn't understand how he feels, I'm like, you never wanted to win as bad as he wants to win.
Lakers,
I don't. Again, if he
Celtics.
wanted to win, he wouldn't
This
have gone
is
to the
a
Lakers.
historic rivalry.
This is Lakers, Celtics.
Regular
in-
season,
in Boston?
game 55.
Still,
Okay, so I'm just gonna say something. Okay. With one of the things about Jordan and the whole documentary basically was harping on this was that he could give 100% in everything. It could be practice, it could be a game. It doesn't matter what the fuck it is. You're playing ping pong, you're throwing coins along the carpet. You are going 100 fucking percent. And if we're saying that LeBron cares about basketball, he truly is invested in the sport, right? And he gave 100% and it didn't go his way, then this is a justifiable reaction, right? This is the only thing that he cares about. He's furious. If he just walks off the court like it's no big deal, okay, then he just didn't really care about what happened in that game.
If it's Jordan and we're watching the documentary, they don't lose this game in overtime. You know what I mean?
If it's
Like,
Jordan, he's getting the call.
I think LeBron historically gets more calls than he doesn't.
If it's Jordan, he's getting the call.
Maybe. Again, I also think if you cared that much about winning, you wouldn't have gone to LA. You wouldn't have signed an extension last year when it's clear they got no prospects and your second best player can't stay healthy.
I understand what you're saying. Like, I think you're making the argument that like he was making more of like a lifestyle move and maybe post-career move by going to LA. That being said, I don't think that exists in like I don't think we exist in a world where it's either he cares about winning or he doesn't.
Yeah. And you're also talking really big picture.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I
no,
played in
so-
like fucking pickup soccer games that we lost, and I was like heartbroken.
Yeah, I do
You know
it
what I
all
mean?
the
Like,
time, even with basketball. Like
a game that means nothing.
doesn't mean anything at all, but in that moment, you're like, holy shit, I want to give this everything.
Yeah.
You'd be so frustrated if you lost on like a last second shot, you missed the layup. So
Yeah.
I can understand this, especially with the historic rivalry between the Lakers and the Celtics.
We can understand him being frustrated. All I'm saying is he was melodramatic here a little bit.
Yeah.
Like you're milking it a bit. I understand being upset.
Yeah.
I'll give you a lot of room. This is like kind of crazy. But afterward, I think you can calm down. And as a leader, be like, yo, this game is way bigger than one bad call.
Yeah.
I think that's a decent, like as a leader, I don't think you necessarily should do that, but I do understand the feeling.
I have a serious question though. Like, what if after this game, when the Lakers lost, the Hollywood sign lit up in green? That'd be crazy.
That'd be
though, right?
awesome, right?
That's funny.
That'd be really cool.
That's funny. That's
man.
a really funny thing to say.
Yeah.
That's a hilarious comment.
Big thoughts. That building.
It's actually a good joke Dove made right there.
Which is the worst way to like a
It
joke.
stings.
I hate it. That's so funny.
What did he say when Dub had the...
He's got a good little device here. We will find a way to break him. That is my
okay.
idea. He's
What
like,
else- what
he's
else
like
you
the
got?
Grinch in his lair. He's like going through like
No.
fucking...
Yes.
Yes. Fall into the abyss.
Oh, God.